How are you? My name is Alice, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I am very interested in weight management. I'm also interested in general health. I'm interested in mental health, everything. And I like to do this without drugs because our bodies have a healer inside. So the last time we talked about weight management, and I told you that I'll be telling you more on brain surgery, the kind of brain surgery that you do it yourself. This is your own brain surgery because human beings are spiritual beings. And no matter how many times we look at this, we only focus on the physical side of a human being. And we forget that a human being is a triune being. A human being has a spirit. And the spirit of a human being is full of love, is full of power, and is full of self-control. So this is where I will start with the brain surgery. If you're having trouble eating, maybe you're eating too much, you're eating when you're not hungry, something is wrong. Something has happened to you and you're using food as a coping skill. You're either using food for comfort. So you eat when you're not hungry because eating kind of makes you feel good. So it's the same as being addicted to drugs. People are addicted to drugs of different kinds because the drugs make them feel a certain way. So is the food. When you're addicted to food, you need brain surgery. Like I said, everybody has a spirit, every human being, no matter whether they recognize that or not, and your spirit is full of power, is full of love, and is full of self-control. So you can discipline yourself to not eat when you're not hungry. You can discipline yourself to be disciplined. So total health is a balance between spirit, mind, and body. Those three things have to be balanced, and they have to go together. So you have a spirit full of love, you have a spirit full of power, and a spirit full of self-control. Though that power should be drifting down to your mind, and it should control your mind. And then your body really has nothing to do with weight management. It's really between your spirit and your mind. So let me address people who probably go for gastric bypass. Gastric bypass is where you take the stomach and cut it out, as if the stomach is the problem. The stomach is not the problem. That is the wrong organ that you're taking out. What you need, like I said before, is brain surgery. And how you do brain surgery is by changing your mind. So if you change your thoughts, dig down, find out why you have emotional eating, why you're eating when you're not hungry, why you're not eating food that is good for your body. Dig and find out where that is coming from. Perhaps you have replaced love with food, because food makes you feel good. You know, something in your childhood, maybe you didn't get enough love. Maybe you grew up in a family where you didn't have enough to eat. You know, those kind of things. They play into our lives. So when you have issues like that, you will find yourself eating when you're not hungry, eating bad foods, eating emotional eating. When you feel angry, you feel fearful, you just run to food for comfort. So that's an addiction. And when you do gastric bypass, you're actually removing the wrong organ. The other thing that gastric bypass does for you, you will have issues for the rest of your life because God placed that stomach in your body for a reason. When you take the stomach out, you're going to have vitamin deficiencies. Food will not get absorbed properly in your body. You will have bone issues. You will have complications, believe me, for the rest of your life. And that's not okay. About that balance, the balance between spirit, mind, and body, I have a little book that can help you. How to take care of all three things. How to take care of your spirit, because it's very easy, but most people don't know that the spirit really counts into their health. How to take care of your mind. For me, that's the most complicated thing to take care of, because the human mind is as complicated as anything. And I told you that the human mind is not a physical thing. It is part of your soul. Your soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. The other thing is your mind is divided into 3 parts. You have the conscious mind, you also have the subconscious mind, and you have the non-conscious mind. Most of the times, things that we are afraid of, fears that we have, they are buried deep down in our subconscious mind. They are also buried in our non-conscious minds. And sometimes we do things without actually thinking about it, but it's coming from somewhere. And the only way to help that is to dig deep down, to get it out, deal with it, and you'll find that you have emotional health. So when you're overeating, when you're eating good foods that are not good for your body, when you're not hungry, there is a disconnect somewhere. When you find yourself gaining weight, I usually tell people that being overweight is actually a mental illness, but not the kind that you think about. Like, you don't have to take drugs for it. You can change your thoughts, change your mind, and your brain will be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So there is a science to this thing. Thank you.